One pair of hands raised the dead. One pair of hands calmed the raging storm. And thousands of people were fed. One pair of hands said, I love you. And those hands were nailed to a tree. Those hands are so strong, so when life goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. Those hands are so strong, so when life goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. Put your faith into one pair of
And that's what I'm going to say to each one of you. Right. Exactly. I hope that some of you will share. I have a letter from Tony that I want to share first, and then Jackie's going to share, and then we'll go if anyone else wants to share. These are Tony's words. So when I say I, it's Tony speaking. For as long as I can remember, I wanted to be my dad. Not the insurance salesman or the postman, parentheses, although the postal truck was awesome. I didn't want to be what he did. Rather, I wanted to be who he was. I wanted to be Dale Lewis. Clutching on for dear life to the leg of his pants at a bowling alley as a 4-year-old, I was amazed at his strength. He could roll a bowling ball down that lane. Just one hand. He was a giant, so tall he could actually see what was happening on top of those pool tables. So strong and so tall. As a 4-year-old, that's who I wanted to be. When I got older, I wanted to be the man who thought the only thing that could be better than a night of bowling and shooting pool with the boys was a night of bowling and shooting pool with the boys, with his 4-year-old son glued to his leg. I was awestruck by the man who knew how to build a garage, pour concrete, hang siding on a house, and shingle a roof. And he knew how to do his own taxes, and could change a flat tire. And he sold insurance. How many more amazing things could he do? I wanted to be him and to find out. I wanted to be the man who could pass a dune buggy for sale, turn around and go back and buy it simply because it was a dune buggy and it was for sale. And I suspect because he knew his kids would think it was awesome. In Little League, while I was taking line dives off my face on third base, I wanted to be him as he was umpiring at first base. Partly because he wasn't taking the line drives off his face, but mostly because he was in control. No matter how fast the game seemed to be moving to a 10-year-old kid about to have another broken pair of glasses, he seemed to anticipate everything that was about to happen. He knew where to position himself. He knew all the rules. He even knew how to calculate batting averages. As I got older, I understood that he couldn't anticipate everything that was about to happen. Or, parentheses, on the diamond or in life. And perhaps always didn't know where to position himself on the diamond or in life. But he always gave the appearance that he did. And then that was the man I wanted to be. The man that didn't have to have all the answers, but you never know it by looking at him. And those batting averages, I wanted to be that man that could fudge at them just a bit, just to give a struggling kid a boost, just like he did. You may not be aware, but my dad could be stubborn. And so help me, I wanted to have the same stubbornness. Fortunately for Kim and Sean's sake, I never made it to his level, but man, did I ever try. But he wasn't stubborn just for the sake of being stubborn. It was an extension of his confidence in knowing what he liked and what he thought was right. You never left a conversation with Dad unsure about his answer or his position, unless he wanted you to leave unsure, and then of course that's exactly how you leave. Or perhaps a better way to phrase it is that you never left the conversation with my dad feeling anyway, except exactly how he wanted you to feel. Okay, maybe he was a little more stubborn, more than stubborn. For those reasons and 1,000 more, I wanted to be and would have been so proud to have been my dad. We never do get that opportunity. We find our own way and become our own individuals. So while I can't get to be Dale Lewis, I got to be something more special. I got to be Dale Lewis's son.
This is my good neighbor Jackie. She's very desired. We first moved in a few years ago. They were the first people to come over and brought them up to us. So I called Dale to the brothers over.
And in that effort, maybe that's why Dale had 2 benches.
2 benches, that's right.
So this is called Dale's Memorial Bench, number 2. Snapshot of a life well lived, honoring Dale. By signing. If the bench could speak, it would claim visits from neighboring lovebirds, hummingbirds, dogs, and other feathered and furry friends of Dale's, including his feline family, Dino, Pumpkin, and Earring. And of course, daily snack provisions were provided for our little Chihuahua, Buddy Dog. If the bench could talk, it would attend to conversations with Brother Cy about trees, plumbing, clubhouse furniture, and HOA maintenance concerns. It would enjoy Dale's thoughts about yard sales, duct tape, and how to apply both to Brother Cy's grapefruit picker, creating a tool of true value. The bench would recall neighborly conversations related to volunteering at the local Salvation Army and for providing medical kits for the caretakers of AIDS victims in Africa. Dale loved to volunteer. The bench would enlist conversations about loyalty and intentionality. Dale and Diane's reconnaissance efforts, we call Recon Randy, how to find your youngest brother from 10 to 25 years. The siblings as noted by Debbie, the siblings had been made wards of the state of Iowa and were separated along with 5 other children when Dale was 6 years old. The story broke in 1982 after communication with 1,700 Iowa high schools and classified ads placed in the Des Moines and Cedar Rapids newspapers. The search for Randy was prosperous indeed, because today Randy sits right there. Which was brother? That's right. The bench would recognize a patriot who invites red, white, and blue to fly 24/7, 365. It would bask in the depth absorbing the 112-degree furnace and the sweet sunlight. It would summon multiple visits to the Bassett front door with exclusive brownies, muffins, banana bread, pots and presentations of meatloaf, and numerous delightful leftovers. It would appreciate this bench, okay? Conversation with this precious and dynamic half of 50 years, 2 children, 4 grandchildren, and a plethora of cherished, priceless. The bench would be a legacy for others. Also receive generosity, love, patience, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, that continues to ripple outside the front door of the DB, Dale and Diane household, and noted by the Bassets as the best neighbors ever. And that's the last word. We always argue about who are the best neighbors ever, Bob. You're the best.
Anybody else want to share right now to the whole group? There's got to be some Dale stories or something that can be shared right now.
I don't want to tell everybody she's my oldest. Lori and I have been schoolmates in 2nd grade. Moved out of Boone together. Got married about the same time. Age, wine.
Moved and moved and moved. We could have been a moving company, couldn't we?
Our husbands always said, get the two together and non-stop.
One time those guys bet that we could not talk all the way from Iowa to Colorado. Boy, did they lose. Well, I had to write all this down because sometimes my brain is not working the same coordination. I have a couple things I want to get straight. Like Dale and the duck hunter. Dale was a duck hunter, but he liked worms, didn't he? Dale's favorite thing was when he found the club where the guy had the duck blind that was heated, and they'd serve breakfast and coffee to you. And after you got into breakfast, he'd let the ducks go, so... We have kind of a common theme here. Everybody's talked about family, and on my way out here from Iowa, I tried to come up with one word I could use to define Dale, and what would it be? Family was the word that came to mind. I first met Dale 50 years ago this summer when he started dating my best friend and roommate, Diane. We were all so young with all kinds of hopes and dreams for the future. One of the first things I learned about Dale was his drive to find his brothers and sisters. They had been separated for years before, and he said he would find each and every one of them. He worked on the goal for many years, never giving up when he hit a roadblock, and he hit plenty of roadblocks. It was this same love for family that made him the kind and caring husband to Diane and father to Wendy and Tony. It also pushed him to volunteer in the Salvation Army, helping other families. He was a guy who knew where he was going, but never forgot where he had come from and what was important. I must add, though, if you got into a board game, a card game, or a marble game, he wouldn't hold back from kicking your butt, with a smile, of course. Not even if you're a granddaughter. Al and I will always be thankful for our years of friendship.
I would like to add one thing. I'm Gloria's husband. There was a time when they did shut up. We were back 5 years ago. We saw the sights. We went to Grand Canyon. 2 days later, we were headed back, and Dale said, "Look, we got pictures to prove."
Well, we talked all night, didn't we, Diane?
Didn't matter.
Marlena, would you like to come up?
Hello, everybody.
Coming from works.
My name is with the Salvation.
I'm with the Salvation Army, and I'm already gonna start to cry. Dale was so special to me because he came into my life when I used to run the family homeless shelter there at Salvation Army. But we had things happen, and they put me into a different program that I'd never ran before, which is the food box utility and rental assistance program. And of course, me being the ambitious person that I am, I grew this program, I grew the food into this program, but I didn't realize, all the things necessary to keep this food program going. Just the enormity of it, keeping count of the food, dating food and lifting food and boxing food and everything else. And Dale came into my life and just saved me pretty much, because I also had to run the other portion of the program.